I inherited my grandmother's haunted mirror. A few months ago, my grandmother passed away, and as the sole heir, I inherited her old Victorian-era mirror. It's a beautiful piece with intricate carvings, but it didn't take long for me to realize there's something incredibly unsettling about it. At first, everything seemed normal. I hung the mirror in my bedroom, and it added a touch of vintage elegance to the space. But then, I started noticing strange reflections whenever I glanced at it. Shapes and figures that weren't there when I turned around. I chalked it up to my imagination playing tricks on me, but things escalated quickly. Late at night, I would wake up to whispers, faint and indistinguishable. I brushed it off as the creaking of an old house, but the whispers grew clearer each night. They were eerie, like conversations happening just beyond my hearing range. One night, I was startled awake by a whisper that was unmistakably my grandmother's voice, calling my name. I sat up, heart pounding, and looked at the mirror. My reflection was distorted, as if the glass had turned into a rippling pool. And there, in the distorted reflection, I saw her, my grandmother, her face twisted into an unsettling grin. I blinked hard, and when I looked again, my reflection was back to normal. Terrified, I decided to move the mirror into the basement. The disturbances seemed to stop for a while, and I thought I was finally free of whatever malevolent presence had latched onto it. But I was wrong. One evening, as I was organizing some old family photos, I glanced at the mirror and froze. In the reflection, I saw my grandmother standing right behind me, her eyes empty and hollow, her grin stretching impossibly wide. I turned around, heart racing, but the room was empty. I rushed to the basement, determined to rid myself of the cursed mirror. As I tried to cover it with a sheet, I caught a glimpse of the mirror's reflection. But this time it was different. It wasn't showing my basement. It was showing a dark, twisted version of my own bedroom, with shadows writhing and contorting. In the reflection, I saw my own terrified face, mouthing the words, "Help me." I yanked the sheet over the mirror and left it in the basement. The whispers continued, now more urgent and menacing. Every night I heard my grandmother's voice begging me to release her from the mirror. But I knew better than to listen. I've locked the basement door, hoping to contain whatever malevolent force resides within that mirror. If anyone has experience with haunted objects or has encountered something similar, please share your advice. I'm desperate to rid myself of this cursed heirloom and the nightmare it's brought into my life.